This is the Big O Show. This is the Big O Show.
Some guy, Louis Kerfstein, says to me, Dan Marino played in the Super Bowl in his second season and lost it. The whole world was sure he'd be eventually back to win it, but he never reached it again. Big O Show thinks Tua should sit and wait till 2023 and play again to eventually win it all. Are you comparing apples and oranges here? Like Marino was in the Super Bowl, and, well, then he thought he'd make it back again, right? Which, by the way, in hindsight, wait a minute, Dan, you got there with no defense and no running game. How many times are you really going to do that, Dan? Think about how, in hindsight, that statement filled us up with a lot of stupidity. Okay? So when we say that story, okay, I get that it's a nice little story and everybody talks about like, hey, you got to take advantage, whatever you can. But first of all, this guy's thinking that this Dolphin team is a Super Bowl caliber team, so he has to play right now because this is our window. Like, come on, how stupid can you be? Like, this is not a playoff team, as injury-riddled as they are. Just be happy they're in the playoffs. That's the problem with some of you. Some of you out there, you want a defense to shut them down. Why would they shut them down? They're not very good. They're too injury-riddled. And they've got a bunch of players like X and Chubb who are underperforming and Raekwon Davis. So if you got people that are supposed to be important to your team and they're underperforming, and then the rest of your team is injured, and you only got a couple of guys performing, why should they be dominant? It's stupid to even think that. And guess what was also stupid to think? It was stupid for us to think, not because Marino made it, it's because Marino made it with no defense and no running game. How stupid can you be to even think you would come back again? That's the beauty of that myth and that story. Oh, Marino thought he'd be back again. And all the fans, and we all thought we'd be back. Well, we're all stupid. Okay? Stop repeating a story that makes us all look stupid, because I was stupid. You're stupid if you're old enough at that time thinking that. Because Marino, by getting there, was a miracle of God. You got there because Marino has balls that don't fit inside the Orange Bowl. That's why you got there. But you weren't going to win it without a defense and a running game. Hell, you can't get back there without a defense and a running game. And then you ran into the Bills. What did they have? Oh, my God, they had an offense, a defense, and a running game. Holy shit. They kept getting there. Why didn't the Dolphins keep getting there? We got to stop with that story because it makes you look stupid. And if you think that Tua needs to rush back because this is a Super Bowl team, you're stupid. Some of you out there, it's just like, and I know my show here is not necessarily the perfect show for today's sensitive audience and sensitive people out there. Oh my God, he insulted me.
This is the Big O Show. This is the Big O Show.